But joining me now to unpack all of it is entertainment and royal correspondent Stefanie Jones. Stefanie, always good to see you. Thanks for taking the time. So yes, this was all very grand, but there was a purpose behind this. So how much of this visit was really about easing the tensions between the U.S. and the U.K., and did it work?
First of all, thank you so much for having me. Good evening. And I've got to say, on this very special 4-day trip, I'm here for all the pomp and ceremony. I love every single ounce of it being British. I thought it was fabulous. What a showstopper from Trump, I've got to say. But yes, you hit the nail on the head. This visit fundamentally is all about reaffirming our, quote, special relationship at a time of huge global instability. King Charles is there, obviously not just as a ceremonial figure, but he's trying to reinforce the message that the UK is still the US's strongest ally. We are with you guys, whether that's across defense, intelligence, economic ties. And I think, yes, like you said, things have been very strained due to, obviously, the war in Iran. But I think this is why the timing of all of this matters so much. I think it's all happening in the run-up to America's 250th birthday or anniversary. It's incredibly symbolic that this is happening now. And I think it's all about Charles really reinforcing the message. We're resetting and we're future-proofing our relationship, transatlantic, many, many more years to come.
I thought it was key when he talked about the shared values of democracy, honoring the servicemen and women and protecting those from harm. I mean, really reinforcing why we are allies for so long. This part about the checks and balances, I know there are those that say, oh, right, he's talking about the president there, he's talking about President Trump. I didn't see it. I thought it was more about establishing, look, our system of laws are built upon the English system. Did you see any kind of jabs against the administration, the Trump administration?
Well, of course, he's showcasing classic royal diplomacy here. He's never going to be confrontational, but it will land very gently, reminding everybody in the room and also globally, whoever's watching, that no leader in any country operates above the system. And I think that's what Charles does so well. He educates and speaks and gives his opinion with such grace and dignity without ever offending anybody or pointing any fingers anywhere. So I think that moment really stood out. It sounded historical, but it was so incredibly current, and he followed it up with something that was incredibly important, stating what America does and most importantly says on the global stage really matters, and nothing goes unnoticed. So I think obviously he's got Trump's back. He's made it incredibly clear in what he said that we are with you guys no matter what. But I think also there was a very slight little undertone of no one is above the system. And
real quick, with about 30 seconds, he didn't directly address Epstein, right? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. He's the head of the legal system. His brother is under investigation. And you hear Representative Ro Khanna of California, heads the Epstein Files Transparency Act, was very critical of that. Your quick take on it. Not surprised?
I have, of course, sympathise with all the victims. I, of course, understand why people would want or wish for Charles to have conversations and meet with the survivors and victims. But we have to remember there's an ongoing criminal investigation in the UK, of which his brother is in the middle of that legal storm. We in the UK have actually taken slightly more action, I would feel, than the people in the US by stripping Andrew of his title and having an open criminal investigation, which isn't the case here in the US. So I think the royals are treading a very fine line here. I do think they would have wanted to do that, but right now it's all about that political balance and legal balance too.
Stefanie Jones, thanks so much for taking the time. Great to see you as always.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.